I hope everyone is doing well and you've been able to piece together a lot of the form or the pieces that you're working on from the beginning. But what I thought might be helpful is just to kind of follow me through the first few sections of the form from behind, kind of like we were in class, and then that might help you to kind of connect things. So let's look first at the beginning. We've got middle finger, middle of the thigh, the chest not military open, but open just a little bit. Try to flatten the lower back, lengthen through the neck. The chin might need to pull in a little. The real goal is to get a lengthening through the spine. In the beginning, pulling the chin in is an effective way to do that, but ideally you want to lift up through this back portion of the skull. This part lifts versus just this push in. From there, press all the weight into the right foot, peel the left foot, and step out, toe touch, heel touch, shift weight to center. From there, up, this is an inhale, a little bit forward, settle the weight of the feet, the waist drops a little, eventually the elbows and the hands follow along. From there, the hands should rest about waist high, and you should have a good fist space between your body and your elbow. This is a very common place that people are, or this is a very common place. So you really want to have a straight spine, but you want to have those elbows comfortably out in front of the body. From there, we're going to go shift weight to the left. I'm going to turn my right foot. I'm going to come back. The right hand immediately grabs the top of the ball. The left hand grabs the bottom of the ball. I want an alignment of center of palm to center of palm, but not this way. The hands are not parallel to one another. The shoulders relax, and I've got a curve through my hand instead of this locked fingers straight. From there, I'm going to step forward. Left foot lands, foot straight, shift the weight. Right at the end of the movement, there's going to be a little turn to the ball of the right foot, right there. I want to have a nice palm structure, this big round structure, like I was going to hug someone really big, and I get that big round shape. That's going to be the left hand. The right hand's very similar, but it's down here, almost like it was resting on one of these. They say resting on a post, and this way, just here, it's relaxed. If I'm like this tension, I let it go and I relax, now it's resting on a post. So they want the arm to be relaxed. So we're here in this position. My torso has a slight angle to it. This is square. This is a slight angle. When I get the slight angle to my position, my right hand lines up very nicely with my left knee in this plane. Not the height, but in this plane here. Then from here, this hand's out in front of me because I've got this here. If I do this and I square my shoulders up, this hand's going to go too far forward, or I'm going to end up adjusting this knee, and then this is too small. I want this angle here, almost like I was going to move something with my shoulder. I would have my feet like this, and I would be pushing here. It's almost like that. From that position, we're going to shift back. Try to flatten the lower back, push back. Like a steering wheel, the hip's going to turn to the left. That brings the left hand out. The left hand turns to the floor. I push the left foot down, and then from there, I'm going to step up, and I'm going to turn the right hand, almost like I was just going to open up a door, turn the doorknob. The right hand comes in right underneath like this. From there, I'm going to step forward. This foot again, notice it's off to the side. It lands straight. Shift the weight. The left middle finger comes down the right wrist line, and I push forward, little turn to the back foot, the ball of the foot just like this. Again, that torso at an angle, the left hand now in line with the right knee. Shift back. The right hand grabs the top of the ball, press the right foot into the floor, and step up. Good. Try to not have an arch in the back, but flatten the lower back. Try to avoid this, but be more here. As soon as you pick up, if you're on 2 feet, you've got a certain ability to adjust the pelvis. If you're on 1 foot, you've got a ton of ability. So really try to get that waistline flat. From there, push the weight into the right foot. That unweights the left. Third step, straight ahead. Right middle finger comes down the left wrist line, almost like you were petting something or caressing something. You want to have that nice soft feeling. That feeling right there. Okay? And then from here, the torso sits at an angle. From there, I'm going to grab an imaginary ball. I'm going to shift my weight into the left foot, which allows me to pull my right foot up halfway, turn to the left. Very important to set this foot at a steep angle. If I'm on a line, it's at 45 degrees or a little bit more pointing straight ahead. Don't let it point out to the side. It will ruin the next stance and put a lot of strain on the knee, and you'll have a hard time making it happen, and it's just because the foot will be in the wrong position. So when we're here, one more time, we shift the weight forward into the left foot, we step up, I say halfway. Whatever's comfortable, a little bit more, a little bit less, whatever's comfortable for you to adjust that back foot is the important thing. Turn to the left. As I turn back to the right, I'm really putting my weight into the right foot and trying to set that foot down. You might just think, oh, I'm going to just set my foot. And if you set the foot, everything will come into it. And then you step back. From here, we've got up and down, past each other. This again is to the angle, 45 degrees, and my torso is to the angle. Sometimes students are very straight here and their arms out to the side. I want to have my whole torso angled here, and I want to be lifting up and down in front of me, and then keep the right hand there, and I want to come to center just like this.